Going on,
Happy
man?
Father's Day if you done planted seed.
Happy Father's Day to everybody, man. Salute to the team. Good.
Yeah.
I thought Blunt take shots at me, bro.
Yo, listen, yo. The thing about Tank. Let me kind of ask this question and kind of bring everything back to the center. If Tank beats Lomachenko and he beats Shakur next 2 fights, Blunt, what are we talking?
We already got him going down in the record books because first of all, his knockout ratio puts him there. Okay. His knockout ratio puts him there, dude. That to me is legendary status. Against recognizable names. Let's just not say he's not out here fighting taxi cab drivers.
I give you that.
He's knocking out recognizable names. Guys that have accomplished a certain amount in their own right. He just knocked out an undefeated fighter.
Facts. And here's the thing with Tank that makes it kind of difficult to evaluate him, because when you look at Tank, when it comes to like physical talent and just pure ability in the ring, I haven't seen many like him. The power guys are not supposed to be able to fight on the back foot. The power guys is not supposed to be able to slip and dip off punches. They not supposed to be slipping and countering and shit like that. Tank can do all of that stuff. Like all of that stuff.
Someone with such short arms can land at such a high percentage.
Yeah.
At
Tank
any distance as well.
I'm like, I know Tank is on nobody's pound for pound list or anything like
that. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You don't want to see my pound for pound list.
I don't want to see your pound for pound
list.
Man,
my shit is elite. My shit is elite, bro. I'm trying to tell you, there's no question about my pound for pound list. Now, where you rank them, that's up to the pundits. But my list is there and it's accurate.
Blunt has a history of pound for pound list that'll make you throw your coffee across.
Man, you are disrespectful to my boxing knowledge. I take that. Boy, you tricked me in the hallway. I don't like it.
I know for a fact. I know one person who's in his pound for pound top 5. I know for a fact, and that's Boots. I know. For a fact.
Okay. That's.
But he's not in my pound for pound top 5.
What the?
But it's like if you.
Can I 1 second, Jeff?
I
base my pound for pound list on who you've beaten. One thing to just piggyback on what Jeff was saying. Here's the thing, yeah. Elite talent from Tank, 100%. But here's the thing. If that's the case, I'm going to judge Tank based on the fighters who are around him. And for me, I see Teofimo Lopez become undisputed. I see unified champion. I see Devin Haney become undisputed. I seen Devin Haney fight 2 legitimate world champions in Lomachenko and Regis Prograis back-to-back in the same year. I see that. My argument to that is, if he can do it and he's a worse fighter than you, because that's what Devin Haney, that's what Tank will say. If he's a worse fighter than you, why is he fighting better fighters? That would be my argument.
Can I say this? His pay level is different than a Devin Haney. Devin Haney was willing to take lesser money to become recognized for his boxing ability and take that opportunity, take that chance to say his boxing ability is better. So I'll take less pay to show you in the ring. Tank is like, I've already shown you in the ring. Now pay me. And these dudes that want to fight, they know they the B-side.
Facts. Everybody knows they're the B-side against Tank, just like Canelo. But we're not going to run around and say...
but are they willing to take that B-side money to go out there and get knocked the fuck out? That's the question. You not asking them that. You saying, well, these guys have been fighting each other and interacting with each other. Yeah, they willing to take that money because you know why a lot of them dudes are not going out there looking to get killed in front of their family.
No, that's a point. But we also are looking in a world where Tank don't offer nobody a fight unless they're with PBC. Let's just keep it real, bro.
We understand, but PBC is not in control of their own, say, with Showtime and them being on the same side of the table. Now, Prime is on the other side. Prime ain't with that, okay, we gonna keep running through these repeated fights and motherfucking streaming the fights and bootlegging this shit. We ain't with that. We gonna have to go across the street and make these big fights to make what we done gave y'all valuable. You're not
That's a
dealing with
fact.
Showtime no more. You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact.
Showtime was basically PBC cousin. So you got two cousins like, yeah, always agreeing. So come on now, we talking about a different entity. And the way that shit was bootlegged yesterday, Prime ain't having that. Prime like, oh yeah, we definitely gonna lock this down for sure. So I guarantee you the next Tank pay-per-view, you won't see it bootlegged the way it was.
Yeah, I watched that on the gram.
I mean that that's funny, Jeff. That's fun. That's fine. I just hope. And again, I have nothing negative to say about Tank other than the level of opponents that he chooses. And I say he chooses because he's following this. It's Mayweather because he other than Frank Martin, a lot of the guys he fights are Hispanic or Latino, and obviously he knows that they sell. But they also come with a style that, for one, just doesn't have a great defense. Tank hasn't fought one fighter who can defend himself. I haven't
Can I
seen
ask
one
you?
fighter that he's
Can I
fought
ask you a
that can defend
question?
himself.
Is that like something you blame a fighter for being strategic? Because
Yes.
first of all, we talking about their life. So you being strategic with your life is not intelligent. I think that's very smart.
No,
And
because
at the same time, you're still putting on very entertaining bouts.
the reason why I can't do that, is because we have three fighters in the sport called the New Age Usyk and Crawford who are willing to go in there with anyone and beat anyone.
Let's be serious. Crawford has a similar resume to a Tank. If you want to say recognizable names, legendary guys. Yeah, I mean, come on, Green Machine.
I got this one.
What's the African dude name that he beat at 140?
I got this one.
Come on, I'm just saying his resume ain't as far as name wise. You talking about name wise?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you about 90%. But here's where it stops, though. Crawford went and seen Spence. He went and seen him. We're waiting for Tank to have
Tank
that
just
same
went and seen
moment.
Garcia. He just went and seen Garcia.
But
He just went and seen.
Garcia's never won a world
not. I'm
title.
gonna tell you the difference though.
Garcia
Garcia's not a top dog in the division. He's just a popular fighter.
Man,
okay.
But
that makes you a top dog. That makes you a top dog. Bro, but that makes you a top dog.
Blunt.
That automatically makes.
How it doesn't?
How it doesn't?
Okay, no, wait 1 second. Blunt. If when Crawford fought Spence, he was a unified champion. Plus, he was on everyone's pound for pound list. When Tank saw Ryan's best win was Luke Campbell. Let's keep it real. His best win was Luke Campbell, and he wasn't on anyone's pound for pound list. He was on no one's pound for pound list. My question to you is, who did Tank fight that was on anyone's pound for pound list at the time of fighting? Who?
Isak Cruz
was on a pound for pound
undefeated.
list. When he fought Cruz was on a pound for pound list. When he fought Cruz, not now.
He had at least in the division. He was on the pound for pound.
I'm gonna
give you that, but that's why I say he hasn't fought in the legendary names. He's fought in the recognizable names. But at the same time, you giving me one for Crawford when Tank still has the ability to fight the legends like a Loma, to fight the current prospect, head standout prospect in the Stevenson, or current, I wouldn't call him a prospect, just current, world champion type of guy in the Stevenson. He still has that coming. We know he has 6 fights. So there's no avoiding what you're talking about.
Bro,
but at the same time, what I'm saying to you is none of them dudes are going to beat him. So why not give him the accolades that he deserves already when Loma does not have the power to beat him?
I can't do that.
Stevenson's chin will not stand up to any of that. Man, you talking, they said Brick City. Man, that shit is a cobblestone, homie. This motherfucker out there throwing cobblestones with that left hand, homie. I'm trying to told you.
You know what, bro? You're so right, because I actually picked Tank to beat Loma and I picked Tank to beat Shakur. However, I can't give you that credit until I see it. And you're right. I hope in 6 fights time we're seeing Tank fight Shakur and Loma and all of those guys. But until I see it, bro, because you know what, bro? My boxing eye has failed me so many times. I thought Devin was gonna cook Ryan. I was wrong. I thought for the life of me Wilder was gonna beat Zhang. I was wrong.
But hold up, how can now stop. Now that you brought up that Devin and Ryan situation, that leads, I gotta get this off my chest. Where do we blame the trainer for the issues, why are we not saying that fight was just a farce when this dude has failed multiple tests? The trainer has seemed to be nobody bought that shit up. He would have never escaped me if I was in that goddamn media crowd. Hey, say, bro, where was you at when your man was shooting up all that bullshit?
Who you talking about, Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
They talking about Derek James.
So, all right.
And I can say just before Jeff says this, Ryan Garcia is out of that Eddie Reynoso camp as well, and everybody in that camp was on juice. Everyone's pop dirty in that camp. But continue, Jeff.
Yeah. As far as Derek James, if you think about it, Derek James never really had that issue, really. So whatever he was doing, he probably was doing it outside of the camp. He was probably
that's
doing
still your guy, man. That's still your guy, man.
But that was his first fight with Derek James, right?
That's like saying, oh, okay, I worked at Subway. This is my first week, but I'm spitting on motherfucking sandwiches and Subway and some way not liable.
Well, the thing
about that,
I'll take your example and run with it. If that Subway never had an issue in 10 years and that one person walks in there and all of a sudden there's stuff on people's sandwiches, it's the person.
I agree with you, but does that not make Subway still liable?
Yeah, it makes them liable.
They hired the person. You did business with that dude without checking his resume, checking his background.
So what are you saying about Derek James?
That Derek James is doing bad business. That's bad business.
So hold on. So Derek James has done business for probably about 15 years, Shane?
So if you do bad business, you ain't supposed to point it out.
But listen, if that's like we done did 150 shows, right? If we had one bad show, is it a bad show? Or do we have a bad episode?
Better question, or a better analogy, Blunt. Let's say someone hits up Jeff and says, Jeff, I want to jump on a live stream for one show. And he jumps on a live stream for one show. And eventually, let's say, after we find out this guy was a pedophile or something, what was Jeff to blame because he had him on his channel? Like, bro.
Yeah. You know why? Because you got to do your homework. You can't just be interacting and rocking with people just cuz. You know what I mean? You got to know who you rocking with. You got to know.
It's very difficult, bro. It's very difficult nowadays.
Not in this era. Not in this. When we already know who he was running with. You know what I mean? That Reynoso pack is infamous. I mean, he man, bro.
But it's not a Derek James pack, though. You talking like it's a Derek James pack.
But Derek James, but Derek James allowed the pack to be sent to the goddamn facility.
Hey, listen. Let me go here with you. So if that's the case, then you're telling me everybody that's on Snack is doing bad business. That's including the Charlos. Be careful with your answer.
But Snack is yeah, I mean Snack is kind of two-faced at the same time. So I get what you're saying, but nobody's popping dirty on Snack to that extent of it's not working. You know what I mean?
But you know, Ryan Garcia was on Snack, right?
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I gotta look that one up. I gotta find that one up because I ain't really seen him. I haven't seen him repping that. I ain't seen him repping that.
Free merchandise. I can get you a picture of Ryan with a Snack shirt.
I've seen a picture with him Snack shirt on, but I don't know for that camp he was in Snack because him and what's that guy's name? Everybody knows who I'm talking about, bro. The guy who runs Snack now. The guy who hates Eddie. Victor Conte and Ryan Garcia had a public outburst as soon as he got popped dirty. And Victor Conte has almost detached himself from Ryan Garcia entirely. If you go on his Twitter right now, every 5 minutes he's just tweeting about Ryan Garcia and how Ryan Garcia popped dirty. So I don't know about that.
Bro, I don't know how
he might have been rocking free merchandise.
How is he still at these events? Why is he screaming out rematch? My dude, stop it, bro. Man, I'm hurt by the whole situation of that. Not just for Devin Haney, but for the sport, bro. Because that just taints what these dudes is out there doing, bro.
It's a damn shame. What Ryan Garcia has done is a damn shame. And the truth is, bro, like, one thing we know about boxing is a very forgiving sport. It's almost too forgiving. And in my opinion, I think Ryan Garcia, at no stage has it ever been held accountable for what he's done. And that's just unfortunate.
Because Haney's not going to be the same fighter, bro. Like, let's just keep it a stack. Like, he's not going to be the same fighter.
We don't know. We don't know.
You know what, Jeff? I semi agree with you, but at the same time, when you got that to support to reinforce your mental position where you at mentally, you get, what the fuck? So he really wouldn't have done that. Oh, okay. I think it kind of, you know what I mean? It helps him. You still affected. You got knocked out. That's still gonna hurt you, but.
So I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that. The reason I said that is because Devin Haney went into every single fight and he was like, every person I get in the ring with, I'm gonna be able to outbox and outclass each and every person.
He did outbox and outclass Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. At the end of the day, how his fights get judged now, that his fights is gonna get judged unfairly. When before he would box for 3 minutes and get the round easy. Now, going forward, if he boxes the same way, they may give another guy the round because he's just throwing more shots.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing, bro. He didn't lose that fight boxing. He lost that. If you watch the start of that seventh round, go watch the start of that 7th round. I advise everybody to do this. He's walking forward. He's walking Ryan Garcia forward. In my opinion, I think with PEDs or without PEDs. If you watch the first round after Devin gets caught with that punch, and he starts to box round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. On the unofficial scorecards after 6 rounds, Devin Haney was 5-1 up. On the unofficial scorecard, he was 5-1 up. If he continued to box like that in the second half of the fight, in my opinion, he still wins that fight. It's not until we start to walk forward and try to walk Ryan Garcia down, that's when, because for me, the coach who I blame more than anyone is Bill Haney. Bill Haney, if you listen to the corner instructions, it's time to go get it. It's time to go get it. You're winning the round 5-1 on the unofficial scorecard. On my official score, it was 5-1. Ryan Garcia was not walking Devin Haney down. Watch round 2. I'll advise everybody, please go and do it. I'm not just watch the
I agree. You know, you're right. You're right. He did walk into that damage.
And then from that moment, he weren't the same. From that round 7, he was not the same.
But was that damage? Would that damage have been there without the substitutions, without the assistance? That's my thing. That's where I'm at.
That's going to be a question. That's
going to be a question. But here's my point. Here's my point to you, Blunt. If Devin continued to box off the back foot like he done in 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, do you think Ryan would have even had the ability and the mechanics to even catch Devin? Because here's the thing.
He need the cooperation, and he got the cooperation.
Facts. That's my point. That's all my point was. He needed Devin to cooperate.
How many times is he going to do that going forward now?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
How many times is he going to do that? Because the reason why he gave him the assistance is because it was kind of personal for him. What's going to happen the next time if an opponent get under his skin? He going to get him assistance too?
But here's the thing. That's why I love Shakur Stevenson. Because they asked him what would he do if he was in Devin Haney's position. He said after the round 1, he said I'd have said F the fans.
Yeah, he said I was just going to be boring that night.
Literally, I was just going to be boring that night. And the truth is, bro, let's keep it real.
Now, can I say this? That's the reason why the Tank Stevenson fight won't be big, blockbuster, because of statements like that. To me, you can't make statements like that and then think you're going to be the marquee guy. He going to stay in Trenton. He ain't going to be able to fight outside of Trenton talking like that, bro.
But here's the thing. To Shakur might look at it as that might be true, but I can be exciting tomorrow night. When I'm fighting Tank,
Bro, give me
I might not
no.
be alive
You,
tomorrow night.
bro, you gotta be careful when you're out there like that and you're on his level. You can't be just reckless with words, bro. You don't want to. The fans are the ones that make you guys really who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of dudes that could probably fight. You know why we don't know who they is? Because motherfuckers ain't put the money behind them. People ain't went and seen them, ain't paid X amount of dollars, blah, blah, blah.
We saw 12 consecutive fights from Floyd that were just non-stop boring fights, bro. 12 consecutive fights where he was just putting on boxing clinics. And in my opinion, that's the most, he sold more pay-per-views than anyone else. So maybe it's the marketing outside the ring that you need to focus on. Because the truth is, Floyd weren't exciting no casual fans with his boxing style. When Floyd fought Andre Berto, that weren't exciting, bro. That was not exciting. When Floyd fought Pacquiao, Pacquiao, that wasn't exciting, bro. But here's the thing:
when you have God in the ring, how do you not feel like that's exciting? It doesn't matter.
I'm not saying me.
I don't understand where you coming from with that, man. Floyd was just Mr. Untouchable.
I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me. I'm not saying I didn't find it exciting. I'm talking about the casual man that walks down the street.
I know it. I get you.
He wants to see a Rocky movie, and Mayweather weren't putting out knockouts. And
I think Floyd took advantage of that lull in boxing that the heavyweight division had. Floyd came right in at the right time, kind of like Bird and Magic came into basketball just at the right time. You know what I mean? It was something missing, and boom, here come these guys. Boom, something missing in boxing.
You might be right, because he was charging $100 a fight, because there wasn't a Fury versus AJ or Canelo versus Benavidez if that fight happened. You know what I'm saying? When Mayweather was fighting, he Blunt is right that the world of boxing didn't have the same level and names as it has now. Like, there are 3 or 4 fighters right now who are pay-per-view stars.
AJ, Tank, these type of guys. Yeah, you right.
Canelo.
Canelo to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
He still gets a larger
back leg, man. He on that last leg, man. He a dirtbag too. I don't
Ryan Garcia. Even Ryan Garcia makes numbers.
That's why I said Garcia to credit Tank's resume. I said Garcia for that reason. The ability to bring eyes, make the fight bigger than pundits may think it is, based on Ryan Garcia is the world champion. He hasn't beaten anybody, but goddamn, Ryan Garcia packing the house. So just saying, you got it.
I'll give you that. Like, I'll give you that. Ryan Garcia.
I don't want to hold it up.
Let me run through the comments real quick, because I'm hella behind. Tommy Dokes, he said Pacquiao was 5'5" and he went from 108 to almost 154.
That's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, just because Pacquiao did it, that doesn't mean that it's normal. Like, that's an abnormal.
Can I ask a question real quick? It's controversial.
Yeah.
Because Shane brought it up earlier about where Tank's status is if he stopped right now. Is Tank above Pacquiao Boxing legend?
Nah.
Easily behind. He's way behind.
Yeah, he's way behind. He's way behind.
Okay.
Tommy Dokes, he also.
Now we talking about a dude that's been got there flatline. I'm just saying.
He's still way behind.
We're talking about a dude who's an 8-weight world champion.
Okay. I just asked a question. Just asked a question.
He said, do we not give Tank any credit for him beating Ryan and Ryan going on to beat Devin, who was a pound-for-pound fighter?
No, you can't, because fucking Ryan Garcia was on some goddamn space juice. We don't know what the fuck that shit came off an asteroid or something, man. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers is taking now, but you can't give them credit for that, bro. I can't.
And even if Ryan was clean, that's Ryan's work. That's not Tank's work. Styles make fights, bro.
Styles make fights, man. He said after getting beat by Tank, Pedraza went on to be a 135-pound champ. Barrios became the welterweight champ. Pitbull became a 140-pound champ. Ryan Smith, a 140-pound champ in Devin.
Can I get this one?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I love the fact that he said that, because the guys who he beat have definitely become champion. When Pitbull Cruz became champion, Pitbull Cruz became champion fighting Rolly. Another guy, Tank fought. That's a vacant strap. Barrios, vacant strap. None of these guys beat no elite fighters. None of those guys. None of those guys he just mentioned. Pedraza, none of them. They would beat any.
Did that happen after
fighter.
they fought Tank too? So you can't give Tank credit for what they did after fighting him also.
And my final point was both Barrios, Ryan Garcia, he shouldn't even have said that because all of those dudes had rehydration clause on them as well. So you can make the argument that the reason why they lost the Tank was because they had a rehydration clause. The moment the rehydration clause was gone, they fought better. You know, Ryan fought better against Devin because he had no rehydration clause. Same thing with Pitbull Cruz.
Agreed. J.O. in the building, he said Tank has to KO Loma, a close decision won't do it.
Tank will have to KO all of those dudes. He would have to KO Tank. Yeah. He would have to KO Loma.
All them dudes is going to sleep, bro. All them dudes is going to sleep. There is nobody whose chin at 140 or 135 can sustain those cobblestones. There's no fucking way in the world. 12 rounds of this dude pressing you like that.
The one person who I think will cause Tank the most problems is a motivated Teofimo Lopez. Why?
Man, if you don't get up out of here, this dude don't throw enough punches, man. Stop.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Stop. This motherfucker averaged 4 punches a round.
Teofimo.
Man, Teofimo does not have volume enough to keep Tank at bay to win rounds consistently.
Teofimo's got
punch and he can't box. He can't box better than Martin as far as off the back foot jabbing consistently. 1, 2.
I think so. I think he can.
A Blunt. But the thing is though, Frank Martin ain't got no seasoning on them shots though.
Teofimo, let's really check his seasoning. He couldn't get rid of Cambosis. Is the seasoning really there? And Cambosis is sturdy, but come on now. You couldn't get rid of Cam, and you the bigger guy.
Teofimo ain't cracking.
I don't think he cracking like that, bro.
I asked you that. Is he cracking?
No, he ain't. Nah. He cracking the same amount Martin cracking.
Is it? His
knockout ratio is the same as Martin's. Tell me it's not.
Hold on.
Tell me it's not.
That's my first clip of the night or the day.
He has the same knockout ratio as Frank Martin.
Can I prove?
But Blunt. Hold on. He said he got the same knockout ratio. Blunt, you know, there's numbers and then it's your eyes. What your eyes see, bro?
My eyes tell me he needs cooperation to make his shots work. You're not going against a guy that's going to cooperate without the power of taking you out of there. So no way in the world Teofimo Lopez can withstand that. He don't have a boxing IQ.
You going against the question. Teofimo and Frank Martin, they got the same seasoning on their shots, bro.
About the same.
The reason why I know you don't believe that. Now, I'll tell you why I know you don't believe that. Is because here's the thing, and I'm gonna relay it back to a comment that I've said many times before, which is the confidence that you have in Tank. Tank doesn't have in himself, and I'll tell you why. Because Teofimo Lopez was at 135 at the same time as Tank. He was at 135 at the exact same time as Tank. I've heard Tank talk about every fighter under the sun. Shakur, Devin, Loma. I've never heard him talk about Teofimo.
You know why? Because Teofimo ain't ringing no bells like that, bro. Look at the fight he get ready to get right now. They had to force dude into the top 10 of the WBO to make that fight even make any kind of sense.
One thing we do know about Teofimo Lopez is people don't walk through Teo. People don't walk through Teofimo Lopez. Bro, in
his last few fights, he ain't walking through nobody either. He don't have the volume to really dominate a Tank Davis. You gotta do what Frank Martin did and still be defensively sound for 12 fucking rounds to beat Tank Davis. Frank Martin had the game plan in the first 4 rounds to beat Tank. But at the same time, you had to continue to be defensively sound.
Does Devin does Devin have the attributes that you're talking about?
I believe he does, but at the same time, we know boxing is 85% mental. He allowed himself to have a mental slip in that fight with Garcia and listen to dad and listen to the pundits like, yeah, you still got pop, don't go after this dude. You already dominating them boxing now go sit down. Sat down against a dude that was sandbagging. Like, what you supposed to do?
And the reason why I asked about Devin, and this is one of the main reasons why I asked about Devin, is because for me, when you're describing attributes, you've literally just described Devin Haney. Do what Martin done, just be defensively responsible. You're describing Shakur Stevenson.
But my thing is, hold up, with them two dudes, we already know they're going to get hit. The difference is the guys that landed on them are not Tank Davis. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Bro? This is the thing. If I'm Devin and if I'm fighting Tank, there's mistakes that Frank Martin made that I know for a fact Devin won't make, which is when Tank got close, Martin was afraid to tie up. You have to tie this dude up, bro. You have to. Hold up. Man,
he was tying up so much. It was detrimental to himself where he was tiring himself out, bro. And the referee was on his helmet about 3 times before I thought, one more tie up. I gotta see a point.
He was tying up. He was tying up when Tank was already walking him down. I'm talking about the first 2-3 rounds, bro. You got to initiate clinches because remember Frank Martin isn't.
I can see where you coming from with that. I see where you coming from. Yeah, tie up a little early. Diversify your tie-ups.
Exactly.
Like he was consistent with the tie-ups when he was doing it. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
When Devin has almost got to use Tyson Fury style that he used against Wilder, where you're not in terms of moving forward, but in terms of every time you get close and this guy's trying to let his hands go, grab this guy and use your size. Tank is afraid of people who are bigger than him. And when I mean afraid, I don't mean he's scared to fight them. I mean he is very cautious of people implementing their size on him. Bro,
He mentioned that old boy was strong in the tie-up game. And that's something to me that I don't see. He's not a guy that likes that. You know what I mean? Because Gamboa was trying to do it to him. He didn't like it. He was getting a little bit, frustrated with it.
A blunt. And the thing with Frank Martin, right? If I had to give him advice going into the Tank fight, a lot of the things that he did, I would have suggested. Is a few things that he didn't do. The main thing he didn't do, and I don't care how powerful a guy is, like, you got to let them know at some point, like, you're not going to be chasing me around the ring all goddamn night. Like, you got to put your foot. I know, I'm with you. You got to put your foot in the ground. Even if y'all come together and you got to clinch and got to wrestle with them a little bit, you have to pick moments in the fight where you're going to plant your foot. He never did that.
That's why I like the way Andrade fought against Benavidez. Because even though he lost, there was times in that fight where he's like, you know what, I can't sustain this fight moving backwards. I'm gonna have to meet this guy in the middle. I'm gonna have to meet this guy in the middle.
For me, Martin should have used opportunities when he was fresher to meet in the middle, and not to go toe to toe, but just say, "Yo, I'm not gonna back off. I'm gonna be right here. I can push off a little bit. I can try to turn you, force you off the side step." I didn't see no angle fighting from Martin. No, I didn't see one punch off an angle. Outside, I think he threw one when he was in the corner, and it was a counter little left hand he threw in the corner. But it was slightly on the angle, but really wasn't because he was stuck in the corner. So I didn't see him really chip and turn.
Hey, Blunt, you know what I was looking for in that fight, because I knew Martin was gonna move. I was like, when a guy is comfortable going forward, they're gonna get 3 or more full steps before they get to their guy.
Meet him at the second step.
Tank was taking about 4 or 5 steps.
You gotta meet him at step 2.
You gotta meet him. You gotta meet him
at step 2.
You gotta meet. Yeah, you gotta
meet him at step 2.
Yeah,
because here's the thing, and why I was upset with Martin more than anything. Not really upset, but why I was disappointed. The reason why I was disappointed was because he's a southpaw. Tank's not used to fighting other southpaws. So when Tank's creating the angle, because remember, Tank started the fight trying to process and get the timing. When Tank's trying to set up the angle for his left hand, for me, he kept circling into that left hand. He didn't force Tank to use that right hand enough.
Hey, your boy, the trainer, was all over him for that too. He was like, "Yo, what are you doing? You keep going the wrong way." Yeah. He was on it. So the trainer was in the fight. He was trying to get him to do the right thing. For some reason, it just didn't compute. And the reason was them shots started landing. He started feeling it, bro. And I just, I thought they didn't engage early enough. You got to engage the man early. And engaging is meet him right there and move the upper body. Give the legs a bit of a rest. Push off, shoulder roll, sidestepping. Keep it right in this pocket where I'm not burning every single element out. Because when you moving, you trying to stay arms tight, so your arms is locked in, everything tight, and you working so much lower body and you so tense upwards. I thought he took himself out the fight with that style, bro. He should have gave him different looks.
I agree 100%.
And he had, my thing is, he has the physical attributes to do what I'm saying. He physically has the tools. A dude that's played running back, a dude that's wrestled. So this dude knows how to pivot. He knows how to turn a guy. He's a guy that can lean back, let shit go by him. I didn't really see that. I just saw that back foot jab, 1-2, trying to get his straight left off, which he did at times. We seen some damage on Tank face. That brings me back to my earlier comment of, can Tank really sustain that against guys of Frank Martin's size that are in the 140s and come out better on the other side? You understand what I'm
saying? When he fights these elite guys, he can't fight the same way. I think we're all in agreement with that. He's going to have to show different elements in his game, because that street, I'm just going to walk you down and that's it. Loma's not going for that. Shakur's not going for that. They're too versatile for that. Tank is going to have to dig into his bag against the higher level guys. So I think we're all in with that.
I thought he dug into the bag, though. You know where he was digging to the bag at? Yeah, he started pot shotting to that body. He started getting to that body.
You know what else he did, Blunt? If you notice, all of his pad work, I'm talking about in the back, all of his pad work was 45-degree shots. Them awkward.
Oh yeah, that's where the uppercut came from. He was off the 45.
I'm talking about the ones from up top coming down, the chopping shots.
Oh yeah,
his pad work.
Oh yeah. Because you seen him when Martin was ducking in the corner, everything was coming off the top. Everything was, and he was bringing it down on top of him. So yeah, he was filling it.
Tank got a bag. We just. When you know you seeing a great fighter, you want to see them dig as deep into their bag as they possibly can, and that's all.
He didn't have to in this one.
He didn't have to, but I'm talking about for future reference. If he's fighting alone,
I think he can. You know what we seeing that we saw it in the Cruz fight. We seen him fight beautiful off the back foot with a guy trying to press him, a guy that thinks he's as strong as him. You know what I mean? We saw him fight. Maybe could have threw a little bit more volume in that fight, but I thought he fought intelligently, didn't get himself in a lot of danger. So yes, we see a diversified Tank.
He went with the Rolly fight. He went into his bag with the Rolly fight.
I think that was a fight to me. He wanted it to come to him. He didn't want to go chase the bigger guy.
He said going into the fight, he said, "Yo, Rolly a strong ass dude. Like I can't go in there bullshitting around." You know what I'm saying? So. Tank is when you look at Tank fight, man, like Tank different. Like he's a different type of fighter. Like you got to give it to him. He's a different.
Can I ask my guy a question while he here? Your guy Ben Whitaker, does that style?
He's not my guy.
I mean, does that style do anything against any?
I mean, my opinion.
Anybody on our side, because these guys on the side are athletic, a lot more accurate. You fighting Africans over there, slow ass white boys.
My opinion on Ben Whitaker's been I've said it many times, and I'm like, I'm gonna judge Ben Whitaker when he fights someone that doesn't drive an ice cream van. And yesterday He didn't drive. He didn't fight a guy who drove an ice cream van. He fought a guy that holds the mitts, and he still went 12 rounds. So for me, the thing is, Ben Whittaker is screwed. I've said this many times. The only benefit Ben Whittaker has is that he's young. But the reason why he's screwed is because 175 is a division where you can't play. Historically, it's a division you can't be playing, dancing, doing all that. You can't. The thing is, at this time, we have a guy named Beterbiev and Bivol in the top of your weight class. I'm only going to compare you to them.
Can I ask you a question? I got a name for you. Roll up. Can he beat Jesse Hart?
Can he beat Jesse Hart? No chance. No chance. But the thing is, this is my point. Like, what makes it even worse is Benavidez is now moved in this division. Morrell's now moving in this division. Like, bro, it is actually a minefield right now. And yeah, they're gonna move him slowly, but he hasn't shown me anything that I haven't seen anything from him that shows me he will win at elite level. He will win at British level, maybe even European level, but he will never win at elite level. He won't reach a Bivol level, Beterbiev level, or Benavidez level. None of those guys, you know.
He's off to a good start. I'll definitely give him that. What is he? What 9-0 now?
9-0. He's literally fought nothing but ice cream men.
Yeah.
Guys who give out, you know, pamphlets in church every Sunday. Like he does not do any. Like, trust me, the guys.
I mean, at 9-0, you not forcing him too fast. How old is he? What, like 23, something like that? 22, something.
No, but what you are doing is building bad habits. You're building bad habits.
Yeah.
No, his style. No, I think his style is the market. So yeah, I don't know if you're building bad habits because he'll do that same style against Beterbiev, against Jesse Hart.
Well, then you're getting knocked out. You can't fight with your hands down against Benavidez. You can't fight with your hands down against Bivol.
Oh, I got one for you. Does he beat Joe Smith right now?
And he gets knocked out.
I think he could beat a Joe Smith.
He gets knocked out, bro.
I think he can beat a Joe Smith. Because he has the speed.
Legend.
Joe
Smith. I'll tell you this now.
Hold on, let you answer. Let you answer. Go ahead.
No, he doesn't beat him. No, Joe Smith.
A 42-year-old Joe Smith.
Yeah, he still got experience, and he still got pop. So I would say no.
Boy.
I asked the question and I don't even have an answer for it. I gotta think about that.
I ain't gonna lie. My God, I respect Hart. I think he can't beat that style. I don't think Joe Smith or Hart have the accuracy to beat that style.
I believe Edgar Berlanga moves up. If he moved up to 75 today, will knock Ben Whittaker out. Bro, you guys really, bro, trust me, he's fighting.
That's a nice fight. That is a nice fight. I actually give me two more fights with Whittaker.
Oh, hey, Blunt, hold on real quick. Shane, like take away the antics. What do you see from him? Just pure boxing. What do you see from him?
I don't think he has great power. Because when he does land them counter punches, a lot of those shots come from an angle, which means a lot of the shots the guy who he's fighting, they can't see the shot, but they're still taking the shot because he fights a lot on the angle, which I give him credit for. He throws a lot of punches at angles where fighters can't see, but they still stand up to it, which means he doesn't have elite punch power. He doesn't have great hand skills defensively, but he does have good speed and athleticism.
He has great reaction.
What about his feet?
He has great reaction. I think his footwork is not elite, but it's B level right now.
It's good enough.
It's B level right now for sure.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's definitely good enough. I would say his feet level is good enough for the level that he's at right now. Especially when there is no one at that division that's a Lomachenko. There's no
stalker. Yeah, somebody that can really cut the ring off.
Yeah,
he ain't fought that yet, but I think he has decent athleticism and reaction.
We have British level fighters right now, like Anthony Yard, Joshua Boatsi, and I think both of them cook him. I think both Joshua Boatsi and Anthony Yard cook him. I think both of them.
Right now, yeah. I believe he needs a step up. I think he's fighting D's. He maybe have fought a C probably already.
No.
He ain't fought no C's yet.
He ain't fought no D's, bro. He's fought an F's. He's
Okay.
fought F's, bro. I'm telling you.
I need right now in the 3-fight run. You give me a D, give me 2 D's and a C, and you can do that within the next year. He should be ready in a year, bro. He should be ready.
Hey Shane, give me one fighter Ben Whitaker can fight.
That would be a good
Whitaker
test.
Gets the victory and it turns your opinion on him.
Well, if you watch a couple weeks ago, in the Saudi card, there was Craig Richards versus Willie Hutchinson.
He beats Craig Richards and Willie Hutchinson.
That's the level that I would want to see him in with. That's to
me, Craig Richardson is a downgrade from a B to a C with the couple losses he's taken recently to me. So I think those are the names that we talk about. I need on his resume me to say. And for Eastern guy from our side, I'm putting it out of Jesse Hart because I believe Jesse's at that C level right now, and I think he can beat Jesse. I think Jesse doesn't have the activity that can sustain that type of movement and really press that movement.
Another guy from your side of your part is Marcus Brown. You know, he's a C-level fighter.
Yeah, guy and took some damage last couple.
Good name.
That's a good name. It's a good name.
If you're managing Ben Whitaker, if you had to pick a guy, you want to see where he at. Who you going with?
I'll be honest, bro. If I'm Ben Whitaker, the benefit he has is he's trendy, you know. And if I
got a better question. Would you stay on your side for the next name, or would you come to our side for the next name? That's a better question.
I will stay on this side of the street because Ben Whitaker's packing. Like he pause. He's packing stadiums, bro. Like he's packing. He bringing
them out. That's what I figured. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to bring him up because he's a hot topic right now.
If he was to go to America, he wouldn't sell no. He ain't gonna sell no pay-per-view numbers. He ain't gonna sell no seats.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know that's incorrect because we know they got a lane for us for a crowd over here with their connection with ESPN. So that's an automatic lane to the U.S. market. And
but U.S. people ain't gonna want to see Ben Whitaker. He's not a name in America. So why
would U.S. people like boxing characters. That's why people support an AB. And it's not because what really done in the ring of late. It's because of the character that he's continued to be.
No, you're right. Can we talk about something? Because I want to talk about something before I jump off.
Let's go.
Matias Poro. Did you guys watch the fight yesterday?
Yeah, I missed it. Recorded this morning.
I missed it.
Bro, it's crazy. I mean, Matias was supposed to be the boogeyman in the 140 division. Liam Poro beat him. I mean, like, I was so shocked by how I don't even know the word.
But he fought with Shane. But he fought like he was reading the newspaper clippings though. That's how he fought. He thought, okay, I'm once I touch him, he's out of there. Like he was reading his own press clippings.
It reminded me, you know what fight it reminded me of? You know when Teofimo first moved up to 140 and he fought Sandor Martin?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that. He thought as soon as I touch this dude, he's gonna go. And when he didn't go, it was like, what's plan B? And the benefit that Teofimo had was, I would say Poro had Sandor Martin had already taken a defeat, so he didn't want it as much as Poro. Poro wanted it yesterday, and Matias didn't expect that, bro. He expected the dude to come for a paycheck, and Poro came to win.
Yeah,
I look at it this way. I want to see the rematch. I gotta see Pulo Poro again. I gotta see that. I gotta see two. I gotta see part 2 of that one. I think that was a perfect set.
Eddie Hunt said there's no rematch clause.
No. Him and Pulo fought already.
Oh, Pulo, yeah.
I gotta see that. We gotta run that one back.
He just beat Antoine Russell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After the victory yesterday, I think that's set up.
Yeah, but the thing about that is everybody was talking about Gary Russell. I'm like, Puello was undefeated and a former champ. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's 22-0. Like, so I'm like, he wasn't fighting no slouch.
Puyo, but this is the thing about Puyo. Puyo ain't gonna want that work with Matias. Puyo's gonna want a world title. He's gonna want to go in there with Pitbull Cruz. He's gonna want to go in there with
Cruz is not a
Devin
good
Haney.
style for him. He don't have the movement to me I think to be effective against
Can I ask you guys,
Cruz.
who's the best at 140? Because there's a lot of names. I can name maybe 10, 15.
Best at 140 right now. I mean,
It's wide open. It's wide
I
open.
got right now. I gotta put Poirot up there, bro. I got it right now because he got Sting and he can box. That's the thing at 140 that it's a few of them have. You know what I mean?
He was turning Russell crazy.
Bro, he can box and he got pop, bro.
But how good was Antoine Russell? Because I'll be honest,
Antoine Russell is
because
Russell.
Do you remember the Postal fight when Russell fought Postal?
He didn't look outstanding to me. He had bad moments. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Russell is the guy because of the name, because of the background, the you know what I mean, coming from a boxing lineage and things like that. So he had the platform to be that guy, still on that same platform, not knocking him because it was a scrappy fight. His accuracy has just not impressive with him, how accurate he needs to be with a guy that don't have diversity with punches. Like he throws the same punches over and over, and if you're not accurate with those punches, bro, you gotta maybe shorten them.
But you know what? You know why?
That's a great question, bro. I actually don't have an answer for that right now. But
What,
there's not one clear-cut guy at 140.
I put Poirot up there right now.
The reason why I asked that question is because there is a lot of names at 140.
Oh yeah.
We are nowhere near a undisputed champion at 140, and the thing is,
even a pound for pound guy at 140.
No, we
don't even got a pound for pound guy at 140.
You got Devin Haney there still, and
he's not a pound for pound guy at 140, bro. Because to me, pound for pound, you gotta give me some KOs. I gotta see you done put a couple people on the butts.
But here's the thing. The reason why I ask, in my opinion, if you put Devin against Pitbull, I'm picking Devin. If you put Devin in against Poro,
I think Pitbull is right under that Tank type of strength, and if he lands flush on a Haney after this Ryan KO, after being clipped by Georgie or Jorge, it could be curtains for my dude Devin, man.
Yo, let me run through these last few comments.
I need to get up out of here too. I've been on air for a minute.
The historian says, salute, fellas. Salute to you. My God, DM3. What's good, family? What's going on with you? Levi said, Tank just different. He'll adjust to any fighter during the fight and get him out of there. He'll walk Devin Haney and Shakur. They have no power down. And as soon as they get touched, it'll get dark from there. Sarah said, "Happy Father's Day." Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, love.
Appreciate that for sure. And the thing, so Levi, the thing about your statement is that's very possible. Like, and the thing is, everybody, I think pretty much everybody on the panel, there's a pretty good chance Tank beats Shakur and Loma. Like, Tank is that good. Like, we just want to see it. That's it. Like, we're not questioning whether he can or can't.
I think we are going to see it with the 6-fight deal.
I think we're getting
it was a 7-fight deal. You 1 fight down. Like he said, his mind is set on fulfilling the contract, doing his job. That's what he's here for. I think the man is focused.
Why we might see is because they're running out of names over there on that.
Yeah,
that's why I said.
Bro? Listen. Before we go, I know we all got to roll. I'm going to ask this one question. Y'all let me know, should Tank even entertain this? Would you have Tank, if you're running Tank's career, is there a couple guys at 47 that's kind of out of the prime that you would throw Tank against? Go ahead.
Perfect night. Thurman.
Legend, did I not say that yet last night?
Thurman.
I said that last night.
I wouldn't. You wouldn't?
Why?
Because I don't see what.
No, to me, no. Hold up. This not now. That's to me. That's That's the sixth fight. That's
What does
a
that do for
seven.
Tank?
That's an extra contracted fight. He's at the end of his career. That's what I said. That's something you do at the end. Like, okay, let me jump up. Let me take this. Let me take a. You know what I mean? Like, that's something you do at the back end.
It's weird because it's like it's literally exactly what we've just seen Benavidez do, where Benavidez moved up and fought Volzic and a Relica yesterday. I mean, what does that? You didn't fight Bivol or Beterbiev. So what is the benefit for Tank fighting Thurman other than monetary?
No, that's why to me it makes sense later in your career where you struggle with weight a little bit.
Talking about now.
I don't now. Right now, no, not now.
I don't see the point.
No,
I don't see the point.
You did it. No.
Hey,
even though I ain't gonna lie, I think he knocks Thurman out right now, but I wouldn't fight him right now.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I think no. I'm being honest. I think he knocks Thurman out right now, but I still wouldn't fight him.
Gotcha.
Because it doesn't. The number one reason it won't financially make any sense. Thurman is like a dinosaur in these boxing streets right now, bro. So, you know what I mean? Hard to resurrect a dinosaur and get the people to come out and see this motherfucker. Yeah, people don't even believe in dinosaurs anymore.
I was just saying that I saw a post where Bob Aaron said if Tank does get past, Frank Martin, he's really going to try to work on him and Loma. I mean, I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
I think it's possible too. To be honest with you, because I'm like, Loma and Shakur is not for me. That's not going to move the needle. Not for me. And I like both guys. It's just some matchups I just don't like. I really don't like that matchup.
We know it's not going to move the needle because they haven't made it yet. They've been on the same side of the street for years. They ain't once tried to make. I'll tell you what fight they're going to make though. Muratuya versus Shakur. When Muratuya beats Tevin Farmer, 22-0, they're going to put him in there with Shakur. Mark my words. Trust me. They're going to put him in there with Shakur Stevenson.
Probably. Oh, hey. What about I know he's been like off the radar a bit, but he's been winning. What about Tevin Farmer? Hasn't he been buzzing a little bit?
No, he's got a next fight. He's fighting Muratuya next. That's his next fight on the Teofimo Lopez undercard. He's gonna get cooked on that fight as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit Pat. It's over for your boy, man. I got love for him and shit, man. But Mr. Sleepy Eye, it's a done data.
Yo. But it's a lot of guys out here with a name and they just haven't been fighting or they just off the radar. Like, I mean, there's a lot of them like that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I know we gotta get up out of here, man. But this was a throwback for sure. This is about close to an hour and a half strong. You know what I'm saying? So like I said last week, we're gonna try to make this like every Sunday and just get some type of consistency. Nice crowd in here too, though. Like we had a nice crowd.
Appreciate everybody.
Nice crowd. Hey Shane, give them your social media, brother.
I_am Shane, the same always been.
Hey man, shout out the other show too, bro.
Oh yeah, no, that's my brother, my friend's channel. Like one of my friends' channel where we do like this show. It's just like
was it only facts?
Only Facts Boxing, yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to them, man. Definitely go check them out. Legend, give them your social media and all that, bro.
Yeah, Instagram, The Legend 3347, Facebook, Todd Finney Podcast, in this corner.
Until we get Blunt.
I'm back. I'm on the gram. Y'all wake up to my top 5, my pound for pound. Y'all,
can you please drop that, bro?
It's gonna be on in the morning. I gotta work on it. Everything I gotta do everything on the computer. Take me a lot longer.
See that, bro.
Yeah, y'all gonna see my top 5. I just want y'all to put them in what order they are. That's just cool. My guys. Y'all put them in order for me.
Can I ask you a question? Is you sticking your list?
You'll see it in the morning. You'll see it in the morning. That's all I can say. You'll see it in the morning. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to be very surprised, but it's a very interesting list, and I think it's a legitimate list, and it has to be answered. It needs to be spoken about. We're in the middle of the year. A lot of the big names that did they thug thizzle coming into 24, starting 24. So you know what I mean. Let's we still got guys that's coming up, putting it, ready to put in work. You know what I'm saying? And I also have a question about what the boy Crawley gonna do. Is Crawley gonna put up a better effort than what Martin put up?
No, he's out. He's out, bro.
He's out.
What happened?
He's out.
He got
injury.
eye injury. They replaced him with Avanesian.
David Avanesian.
I mean, both of them cupcakes compared to Boots. So also, it's gonna be a pizza party.
But Everson Gabu, we should be dropping that. We should be doing that interview this week. I held off on it because I was like, I knew the cruiserweight fights was coming up, so this week would be a good time to tap in with him.
That was a good.
Yeah, and his partner too, Jackson Shark. We're gonna talk to him as well, and get that out this week. So this was
you should do a joint one with Ty Finney, because Ty Finney's been killing the interviews recently.
Yeah, he been killing it. Definitely go check him out. He's about 22,
like 22, yeah, 21, 22. So
yeah, he's about 22 interviews deep, man. And it's not easy getting these interviews. Just for the record, they're not easy to be 22 in right now is crazy to me. I don't have the patience for that shit.
Cancellations. I really don't have the patience, bro.
Yeah, but I told Ty Finney last night. I gave him his flowers last night. I was like, to be able to pull that off, especially with what you got going on outside of the scope.
Literally. Unless you ask me to do an interview, I will not be going out of my way to do anything.
Straight up, man. So big shout out to Ty Finney, the legend, man. And that's that's just coming from a humble place from all of us. That's just not. I see one wrong word in the email and I'm done. I'm tapped out. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to you, man. But we're gonna tap back in next Sunday. Definitely follow our social medias and just catch up with us prior to that. You can find me all over the place, man. G5JeffTv, ain't nothing really changed. Vlog, gonna get back into it. We're gonna work on
I'm on the gram.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the gram, then venture out back to the YouTube thing and start dropping consistent content. Finney's been dropping consistent since day one.
Salute.
You know what I mean? Salute to you for sure, man. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. So as far as the Goodfellas podcast, Ty Finney, appreciate you stopping through. Blunt, big bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this a every Sunday thing.
Sunday boxing conversations, baby.
Yes,
we gotta have it.
Yes, indeed, man. So listen, on behalf of Ty Finney, the legend, Boxing First Vlog, aka Blunt, your boy G5JeffTv, man. We're gonna see y'all next Sunday.
Peace.
All right, peace out.